made weak by time and fate, but strong in will, to seek, to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. Dear student, expecting you are keeping a good pace by boosting up your willpower. Actually, we know it very well that you are passing a time which is full, which is now completely devoid of all types of enjoyment. I know it very well. But I told you before that time is the best healer. You know, if you can use the time properly, of course, this unbearable situation will be overcome one day and you will get the benefit. Dear students, I would like to recap the last class on Nelson Mandela. I told you Nelson Mandela was a man who was really different from other leaders, who sacrificed his life only for the people of his race. You know, in South Africa, I told you before, the people of South Africa were suffering for a long time for race discrimination, and Nelson Mandela sacrificed his life, his whole life, to eliminate this problem. And ultimately, he achieved the success by sacrificing his golden period of life in jail. You know, he was a different type of man. He was a man of forgiveness. He knew very well how to forgive, how to actually make any situation calm by expressing the expressing the things which will be understood easily. And you know, I told you before, Nelson Mandela actually fought for many years for establishing an equality, justice speech in the society. And you know, Nelson Mandela actually fought for democracy, a democracy which will be for all types of people. And he wanted to establish a free society. For that reason, he was sent to jail for a long time, and after that, he was freed from jail after 27 years, and ultimately he became the first black president of South Africa. He was awarded Nobel Prize for Peace, and he was helped by F.W.D. Killer, who helped to negotiate the problem. And in this way, Nelson Mandela actually became an icon of peace, equality, and justice all over the world. Today, I would like to focus on some questions related to Nelson Mandela, which is a sample question and very important for your examination. And at first I would like to focus on MCQ on Nelson Mandela. Just follow. What does the word democracy in the passage refer to? I told you before that after finishing the passage, when you will just finish a passage or lesson of your textbook, of course you have to go through the lines, and of course you have to find out the contextual meaning of the passages. So I would like to show you the contextual meaning related to the passage by focusing on some MCQ questions. What does the word democracy in the passage, if we would like to see the options, anarchy, autocracy, imprisonment, and republic. And if you just want to similarize, if you want to get the contextual meaning of democracy, what should be the answer? What should be the right one? If I ask you to choose the best one, anarchy, autocracy, imprisonment, or republic, which one should be the best answer? Yes, the best would be republic. Yes, actually, you have to get the internal meaning of the contextual meaning of the word. And right now, you know, what does what democracy in the passage refer to? Of course, that is republic. And then, you know, as an advocate of human dignity, Mandela's role was, here you are not getting any contextual meaning, but you have to know the meaning of the sentence and you have to find out the exact answer. As an advocate of human dignity, Mandela's role was confined to meeting the challenge of political repression? No. Confined to meeting the challenge of political repression. Not only that, you know, to find out the remedy for AIDS, of course, that was one of his motto. And to alleviate the darkness of illiteracy, of course, that was also to face the challengers ranging from political repression to AIDS. Yes, actually, Nelson Mandela's motto, not to free from the brace from the political repression, but of course, that at that time, I told you before, that at that time, the people of South Africa were facing another problem that is related to AIDS, say, acquired immune deficiency syndrome. And the answer should be like, of course, to face the challengers ranging from political repression to AIDS. And then, you know, what does the word aforesaid in the passage refer to? Here, you have to find out the contextual meaning. Apartheid. What does the word apartheid actually refer to? The passes. And if we just see the options, stratification, socialization, dissatisfaction, discrimination, almost here socialization, dissatisfaction, these are different, but stratification, discrimination, these two words are very common and very similar. Stratification and discrimination are very similar. And here, if you want to find out the best ones related to your textbook according to your contextual meaning, of course the answer should be discrimination. Yes. Here apartheid actually is related to discrimination. So this is the most common answer. This is the best option. And then what does the word icon in the passage refer to? I told you before that Nelson Mandela was the icon of the society, an icon of peace, icon of justice. And so here icon relates to what? Design, fashion, symbol, or style? What should be? Of course symbol. Here, the word icon is related to symbol, or contextually you will get a similarity between icon and symbol. And then, what does the word peach in the passage refer to? Peach, it is very known word. You know very well what is the meaning of the word peach. But in the passage, actually, peach refers to what? Pleasure, happiness, joy, repose. The answer should be repose. Here for getting the contextual meaning, you are answering in this way. And Nadim Godimer's remark has, who was Nadim Godimer? Can you recall him? Nadim Godimer was a Nobel laureate of South Africa. Can you recall Nadim Godimer? I told you the last class when I was dealing with the text, Nadim Godimer was a Nobel laureate, and he was remarking about Nelson Mandela in this way. Nelson Mandela was not confined to South Africa only. Nelson Mandela was not for the people of South Africa, but for all the helpless people of the world. That means Nelson Mandela was not confined to the boundary of South Africa, but he was a man for all the helpless people of the world. So Nadim Godimer's remark has, betrayal Nelson Mandela universalized his character, degraded him, defamed him. Without number two, universalized his character, the rest threes are really completely adverse to Nadim Godimer's remark. So of course the answer should be what? Just to guess. The answer should be what? The answer should be universalized his character. That means through the remark of Nadim Godimer, Nelson Mandela got a shape which will cross the limit of his country's border. That means through the remark of Nadim Godimer wanted to universalize the character of Nelson Mandela all over the world. And then what does the word embody in the passage refer to? That means actually what is the meaning of embody? What is the meaning of embody? If you look up the dictionary, you will get a meaning. But here we are asking you to find out the contextual meaning. So contextually, the word embody refers to what? Realize, collect, gather, symbolize. What should be the right one? What should be the right one? Yes, symbolize. What does the word struggle in the passage refer to? Struggle, you know it very well. What does it mean, struggle? Struggle means attempt, fight, try, effort. Almost all the words are about to same meaning. Here the answer should be fight. Actually struggle. If you think struggle, what is struggle? Of course you can easily similarize the word struggle with effort, try, or attempt. But contextually you will get the similar meaning of fight here. Then the elements of Nelson Mandela's society are. That means Nelson Mandela dreamed of a society. Nelson Mandela always dreamed of a society which will be full of this. Actually, what are the elements? What are the elements? That means Nelson Mandela's society will be what type of society? Just think. He wanted to establish a free society. He wanted to establish a democratic society. He wanted to establish a society which will be completely devoid of all types of injustice, repression or oppression. That means his dream was to make a society which will be completely compatible to the people who will be inhabitable of that area. That means he wanted to establish a society which will be an example in the world. So what are the elements of his society? Democracy and fraternity, harmony and apathy, equality, harmony and democracy, frugality, brutality and equality. That means if you know the meaning of the words used here, of course it will be very easy for you to find out the right answer. So it is very important, my dear students, to internalize or to be introduced with the unknown words. So in you are staying at home, of course I will tell you to find out the unknown word, to memorize the unknown word. If you can develop your stock of words, it will be very easy for you to understand any word, any sentences of English language. And if you fail to understand the meaning of the words, it will be very tough to gather the meaning of the sentences. So I think you should not waste your time. You should develop your vocabulary. You should develop your treasure of words staying at your home. So what should the answer? Nelson Mandela's ideal society will be actually here. Sorry, my dear students, the answer is repeated here. Of course, equality, harmony, and democracy. The answer should be equality, harmony, and equality. This should be the answer. What does the word reconciliation in the passage refer to? Reconciliation. That means Nelson Mandela actually reconciled with all types of people, all types of races in South Africa. So contextually, what does the word mean? Reconciliation. The answer should be, of course, reunion. Here, dear students, just think of the other words: repair, reconstruction, reproduction. All the words are about the same. All the words are about the same. So why will you choose the word reunion? Why? Because you have to choose the word which will be contextually similarized with the given word. So for that reason, you have to know how to choose the contextual similarized word, and for that reason, of course, you have to develop your vocabulary. In the passage, the epicenter of our time out in South Africa refers to, my dear students, can you recall, can you guess, the word epicenter was told by whom? Just think. The word epicenter was told by Nadim Gadimer. He told that Nelson Mandela was the epicenter of our time out in South Africa. Refers to what? Refers to one of the central figures of South Africa, the focal point of distraction of South Africa in this time, the focal point to change the betterment of South Africa in this time, the most popular central leader of South Africa in this time. Here, epicenter, that means you know it very well. You are very known to the word epicenter. Here, just think, an epicenter is related, refers to what? Just guess. Of course, it refers to the focal point to change the betterment of South Africa in this time. That means here the word epicenter actually signifies the focal point to change the betterment of South Africa in this time. Nelson Mandela struggled for what? I think without observing the option, without getting the option, you can guess. Actually, Nelson Mandela struggled for what? I told you, my dear students, actually you are very known to the man Nelson Mandela. If you want to get much information, if you want to get more information about Nelson Mandela, of course you have to read some books on Nelson Mandela, like A Long Walk to Freedom. And Nelson Mandela actually struggled for what? Nelson Mandela didn't struggle for himself. He sacrificed his life for the people of South Africa. His spirit was to free the people who were oppressed for many years in the name of race discrimination. So you can easily guess the motto, the motive, or the aim of Nelson Mandela. That means Nelson Mandela struggled for justice, for democracy, for equality, for human rights. Yes, only for establishing this spirit Nelson Mandela struggled. And if we see the options, the establishment of capitalism in South Africa. You know the word capitalism? No. Maybe the motto of establishing capitalism, maybe for others, but for Nelson Mandela, actually capitalism is completely absurd. The establishment of equal rights and freedom for all people of South Africa, yes, this is true. The establishment of equal rights and freedom for all people of South Africa, and then the ending of white domination in South Africa. Dear students, try to recall the word domination. Try to recall the word domination. Nelson Mandela in the court, actually Nelson Mandela told it. What is that? I do not want white domination. I do not want black domination. That means the word domination is completely unliked by Nelson Mandela. He didn't like domination. He liked equality, human rights. So, being a group of black people, being a member of black people, Nelson Mandela never wanted to establish black domination. That means he didn't want to establish white domination or black domination. He wanted to establish equality or peace. And the ending of black domination in South Africa, that means I told you before, these two options are completely wrong. Why? He didn't want white domination, he didn't want black domination. If you fail to understand Nelson Mandela, maybe you will be puzzled and you may think that yes, Nelson Mandela was black. He was fighting for black people. For that reason, maybe Nelson Mandela wanted to establish black domination. No. Nelson Mandela did not want to establish any domination. So, the answer should be the establishment of equal rights or freedom for all people of South Africa. The establishment of equal rights for all people of South Africa. Then, dear students, what does the word kindness in the passage refer to? Just follow. When you are asked to get the meaning of any word, you are always asked to refer according to the passage. According to the passage. That means, what does the word kindness here refer to? Obduracy, softness, mildness, compassion. Obduracy is completely adverse to the meaning of kindness, but softness, mildness, compassion, these three words are very close to the word of kindness. So, dear students, if you want to get full marks, if you want to get the right answer, of course, you have to know how to find out the contextual meaning. Compassion, yes. You may say, softness and mildness, of course, is related to kindness. No, you have to find out the contextual meaning. For that reason, you have to choose the best one. So, compassion. Here, what does the word intensely mean? What does the word intensely mean? If you want to find out the meaning contextually or literally, what should the answer? Hardly, no. Rarely, no. Frequently, no. Accurately, yes. Intensely, that means intensely is related to something accurately. The answer should be accurately. Then the word manifestation. What does the word manifestations means? Nelson Mandela told, I hate race discrimination and all its manifestations. That means Nelson Mandela disliked race discrimination. Not only that, he disliked the manifestations. That means the expressions from race discrimination. That means all types of expressions based on discrimination he did not like. So produce, knowledge, expression, change. What should be the answer? Of course here expression, expression. And there may be some other similar word may here. In these four options, of course this one the best. What does the word cherish in the passage refer to? Cherish, this word is very interesting and very important word to memorize. Cherish, that means you are dreaming to achieve something. You are fostering into your heart for something. That means you are demanding something. You want something for a long time. That denotes the word cherish. So the options are achieve, nourish, attain, obtain. So try to guess what should be the correct answer. Try to guess what should be the correct answer. Yes, nourish. It should be nourish. Then what does the word domination in the passage refer to? I told you that domination is related to oppression. Domination is related to suppression. So among the options, what should be the right one? Related to the word domination: regime, empowerment, rule, influence. Regime, empowerment, rule, or influence. Yes, influence. Sometimes you may be confused when you will be asked to answer the best one, to choose the best one. That means the words are very close. The words are very close to each other. So when you will be puzzled, of course you have to think about the sentence used in the passage, and you will try to find out the most related, most relevant word, relevant meaning. What does the word offense in the passage refer to? Offense, what does the word offense here? Accusation, allegation, obedience, crime. Yes, crime. Offense here related to crime. Related to crime. Yes, accusation or allegation also related to crime or offense, but contextually crime is best suited word. What does the word oppression in the passage refer to? What does the word oppression passage refer to? Oppressed, I told you. Oppressed, that means the people who are oppressed by the white dominating people. What does the word here mean? Honored, molested, esteemed, alarmed. So oppressed here just refers to what? Honored, esteemed, molested, or alarmed. Of course, molested, that means ill treatment. Oppressed is related to ill treatment. And then what does the word repression in the passage refer to? Actually, oppression, repression, basically oppression, repression are same. And here the options, intention, satisfaction, jurisdiction, oppression. Intention, satisfaction, jurisdiction, oppression. Try to guess the right word. What should be? Yes, oppression. So dear students, that's all for MCQ for today. That means multiple choice questions. Here you got 20 sample questions. Here you got 20 sample questions, and you can make many other multiple choice questions from the passage and try to exercise other questions at your home. And while answering, while choosing the best word choose the best answer or MCQ question, of course sometimes you will be puzzled, and in that case, of course, you will try to be attentive and try to find out the closest meaning with the given word. Then I would like to show you some question, that is fill in the blanks with using the given words in the box. In your class 9 or class 10, of course, you are well known to the question term, that means fill in the blanks. Here, In the clues, you will get some words more than necessary. Democracy undergo plays, negotiation, greatest trial, and uprising, offences charged throughout train. These are the clues, and depending on the clues, you will get a passage, and in the blank space, you have to choose the right word and you have to use the word accordingly. And if we go through the passage and if we try to find out the exact word given the clues, what should be the right answer, what should be the right word, we will try to find out. One of the greatest leaders of the world is Nelson Mandela, comma, dash his life, comma. That means here you have to use a word grammatically which is regarded as appositive. Here try to find out the answer, what should be the answer. Next I will show you the answer. He fought against racism, he was dash with capitalism, dash the historic Rivonia dash case. The trial took dash in 1963. This great leader had to dash 30 years imprisonment. A serious dash broke out in the state when he was behind the bar. However, the South African white leaders realized the truth to bring an dash to the malpractice. Then Nelson Mandela was released, and after dash the problem was at last solved and South Africa enjoyed true dash. Try to find out the answer. Throughout. One of the greatest leaders of the world is Nelson Mandela throughout his life. Throughout his life. So the answer A should be throughout. He fought against racism. He was dash with capital dash. He was charged with capital offense. Historic Rivonia trial case. Historic Rivonia trial case. So the answer of D should be trial. The trial took place in, take place in. You will get a different type of meaning by using take place in. So the trial took place in 1963. This great leader had to dash, had to undergo, had to tolerate, had to accept 30 years imprisonment. A serious dash broke out. The word should be out. The broke out in the state. That means the serious uprising broke out in the state when he was behind the bar. However, the South African white leaders realized the truth to bring an end. To bring an end. That means to finish something, to bring down. Then Nelson Mandela was released, and after negotiating the problem, at last was solved, and South Africa enjoyed true democracy. South Africa enjoyed true democracy. Dear students, of course, while answering the question from with clues, you should not forget to choose any word from the box. If the word is really very relevant, but if you don't find the word in the box, you will not get any marks. So of course you have to find out the word from the box. You have to take the word from the box, and then you have to answer by using appropriately. Then we would like to exercise on fill in the blanks again by using suitable word. Using suitable word. Actually here you will not be given any clues. You will be given a passage by using some blank space, and you have to use the word in the blank space. Of course, that word should be appropriate. The word should be suitable. That means right now you are completely free to choose the word. That means if the word is suitable to the sentence, of course you will get full marks. But in with clues, of course you are not allowed to choose any word that is not given in the box. Who does not know Nelson Mandela? He was a great leader who dashed for the emancipation of the dash people of South Africa, the dash of apartheid, which is dash known worldwide. It is a long big sentence. So from first to last, you have to gather the meaning. You have to understand the meaning. Who does not know Nelson Mandela? Yes, fine. He was a great leader who dashed for the emancipation. He was a great leader who dashed for the emancipation. Of course, you have to use a verb, and the verb should be in past tense. If you follow the structure of the sentence, emancipation of the dash people, the dash people, that means you are getting a word people. Of course, before people you are observing the article the, definitely you have to use an adjective. Of South Africa from the dash of apartheid, you know, article always follows a noun. That means here of course you have to use a noun. Of apartheid, which is dash known, which is dash known. Here this is in passive form, which is dash known. Here you are getting an auxiliary or helping verb is, and then the main verb is known. That means the form is passive. Here for establishing passive voice or passive form, of course you have to find out two basic things. What is that? Of course you have to find out the be verb and the past participle form of the main verb. Here it is present. So what should be actually the appropriate word? What will be the structure? Of course the structure should be an adverb. And for establishing and dash, here my dear students, follow. Here you are getting an article and, then you are getting a blank space. That means you have to of course you have to use a noun. Why? Because after any article, of course you have to use a noun. But think, and dash, that means your noun should be started with a vowel. Why? Because noun or adjective, whatever, because you are finding an. Here it is our common mistake to just overlook the article or overlook the situation. What is that? An. Suppose he is an dash boy. Sometimes we use a poor boy, but here fine, here just think, here we are using an. That means if you use an, definitely your word should be started with a vowel. The ideal of a democratic and free society, this dash man, here you are getting a demonstrative, that is this. That means, and you are getting a noun man. That means you have to use here an adjective. Struggle dash is life. Here you have to make a breeze. That means you have to use a preposition. For this, for dash 3 decades, here grammatically you have to use a word which will be meaningful, and you know and grammatically accurate. Here to embrace operation, however, he dash the support. Of course you have to use verb. Because here you are getting a subject and the sentence is started with a subject, then in the blank space you have to use a verb. The support of the word people through his prestige and dash, you have to use a similar word related to prestige. That means you are getting a conjunction and. Then just my dear students, I would like to see the answer. So he was a great leader who fought for the emancipation. Of the dash people, oppressed people, suppressed people, helpless people of South Africa from the shackles of apartheid, from the chain of apartheid. That means you are not asked to answer, you are not to answer or use only these words, you can use other words too. Of South Africa from the shackles of apartheid, which is dash known, actually known worldwide. Here you are supposed to use any adverb related to the sentence meaningfully. For establishing an equality, the ideal of a democratic and free society, this dash man, this great man, you can replace the word, struggled throughout his life. For this, for about 3 decades, I told you before, he was in jail for 3 decades, not 3 decades, that not for 30 years, but 27 years. That means you have to use the word nearly or about 3 decades. He had to embrace operation. However, he dashed the support. He won the support. He got the support of the world people through his prestige and honor. In this way, you can use the fill in the blanks. You can practice in this way. and you can easily summarize the passage, and you can easily make questions, and you can easily practice at your home. So dear students, today I would like to say you goodbye for today, but before finishing the class, of course, I will recap something. I will tell you something which should be remembered, which should be actually internalized into your heart. What is that? Dear students, definitely we are passing a very intolerable time. We are in a suffocating situation. Yeah, we are getting oxygen. We are getting oxygen in the open air, but sometimes we feel like that we're suffocating. Why? Because because the situation is completely new to us. The situation is new to us, but we're expecting we will overcome the situation, inshallah, very soon. We will overcome the situation very soon, inshallah. Allah will help us, and of course we will get a very calm and quiet situation throughout the world. Of course it is true that we cannot demand that we are in good situation by observing the people related to us, or if our neighbors are not in good position, are not in good mood, we cannot demand that we are in good position, we are good situation. So actually it is the common scenario all over the world that the people of the world are suffering, and they are actually passing a very critical moment. And don't forget to decorate your life by using your time properly. If you want to decorate your life, of course you have to use your time properly, and this appropriate use of your time will decorate your life in future. Of course, dear students, try to be confident, try to be enthusiastic, and try to uphold your inspiration, confidence, and try to use the time properly, and try to be safe, try to maintain healthy life, and don't do anything which will be actually very dangerous for you, which will be very threat for your life. And try to use the time and try to maintain the healthy life, and expecting we'll meet you soon, inshallah, very soon. Dear students, thank you for today. Thanks a lot.